Hey everyone, this is Dave with davidspassage.com, and I just wanted to come to you with a quick video. Got a new piece of gear I want to sort of test out inside before I take it outside. Tomorrow we're supposed to get a bad snowstorm, so I'm fixing to go hammock camping. It's supposed to get down to around 15-20 degrees. There's supposed to be some snow and some freezing rain and that sort of thing. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, my last trip I went out winter camping and messed up my aluminum mess kit pretty bad. It's not really, it's just really dirty and I got to clean it up. And so I was in Target the other day when I came across this. It was a pretty reasonably priced item, and so I thought I'd pick it up and go through it with you a little bit and give it a little burn test, see how it does with my penny or my little dollar store alcohol aluminum water bottle stove thing. So just to give you a picture of what this is a Stanley Camp cook and cup set. I think I paid $13 or $14 for this at Target. I've seen them online. The thing I immediately liked about this when I picked it up was that it was made of stainless steel. It says it has a lifetime warranty. It holds 24 ounces or 0.7 liters. It comes with two plastic cups. It has a handle on top that folds out and locks in place. And the big reason why I went for this was a little bit different than my other cook set, but because it's stainless steel, it's a lot more durable than that aluminum. So the handle on top locks into two positions. It's kind of in a locked position here to keep the lid on, but then it also locks in a position like that so you can hold it by a fire or whatever. It does have a lid on it. Now, according to the documentation, which it comes with, the documentation, it says you're not to expose it to open flame. And for all intents and purposes, the reason why I think this is because of this plastic tab on the lid. I'm assuming that's just going to melt right off, and my plan is to sort of test and see if it is a melt issue. If it is, man, it's not nothing to just take that off and replace it with a keychain hook or whatever. The lid does feature something pretty neat, though. It has little vent holes there. There's a series of 6 there. There's one right there, obviously, so you can strain. You can strain things if you're for instance, like if you've got some pine needle tea going in there, you could, filter the needles out, whatever. Inside, again, it said it come with 2 cups. They're both plastic cups. I plan to ditch these right off the bat. I don't need 2 cups because I still plan on carrying my Alpine cup. Plus, these cups are really thick plastic, and although they are very durable, they look very durable. They feel pretty heavy, and I don't need the cups. One thing I also noticed about my other cook set is I wasn't really using every single piece of it, so I figured I could minimize my kit a little bit by getting rid of a couple of components. Anyway, once removing the label, one of the neat things you'll see about this this particular cook set, it has markers on the outside here that show how many ounces or milliliters. And you can also, what's kind of cool is I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah, there you go. You can kind of see those markers on the inside too, so you know how much you're putting in there. And here's the 20-ounce mark. I'm going to fill this up with 2 cups of water, and what I want to do is I want to use it with my current penny stove. I call it a penny alcohol stove. I made a video that shows you how to make one of these, but it's an alcohol stove that I use. It just fits right on there, and my hope is eventually to get, because my Alpine cup fits right inside of this, as well as my stove. My stove still fits in there too. So my hope is to see if I can get my whole cook kit, all the things that I'll need inside of here. The only disadvantage I see so far in having this is that I do lack the ability to have a sort of a plate or a frying pan. But I'm sort of thinking what I'm going to do is get a piece of aluminum, a sheet of one of those. I guess those thin aluminum things that I can sort of roll up in there as sort of a plate or something like that. But let's throw this on the burner and give it a test, see how well it reacts to that dollar alcohol stove. Alright, so what I'm going to do I'm going to pour my heat in there. That's heat that came from the yellow bottle, not the red bottle. Go ahead and pour some of that into the stove here. It's about 68 degrees in my house right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and pour 16 ounces of liquid. That's just shy of 16. I'm going to top that off. I want that right at 16. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and time this and show you so I can so you guys can see what's going on here. Get my stopwatch around. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and light this. It's lit. Let's set my timer and start it. You can't see that flame, but it's lit there. Got my stove here. It holds pretty well there. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on. I put the stove on top of this thing so it protects my countertop here. You know what? I'm gonna stop it there. That's 9:24. And I will say, you know, just in looking at the stove and how it the heat is transferred to the to the cook pot there. A couple things I think are going on, and this is just my opinion, but first of all, the heat isn't in much contact with much of the surface area of this cook pot like the other one, which was more flat, like this little tin down here. It was flat. The flames were in direct contact with it. Plus, because this is stainless steel, the heat transfer isn't as good as an aluminum pot. Aluminum transfers heat really fast and really well. It conducts heat really well. Stainless steel, not so much. So, I think that I'm definitely going to have to look into a different heat source for this canister. Now, that being said, my first source is fire, which I don't think it'll have a problem with fire. You can see my Alpine cup here. It's been through a few fires. Also, my regular water bottle here has been through a few fires, and it's done okay. And those are both stainless steel as well. But I do have to say that for this particular stove, I would not recommend that dollar alcohol stove. I'm going to have to figure something else out. Now, I almost wondered if I put a reflector around it, if that would help. I'm sure it would help a little bit, but would it help enough to make it worthwhile? In my other cook set, this stove would boil 2 cups of water in that pan in 6 minutes or less. This one I had it for 9 minutes, and it was just starting to get a trickle of a boil at 9 minutes and 24 seconds. So, all in all, I don't think it's the cook set's fault necessarily. I think it's more the stove's fault. Again, I just wanted to do this test to sort of see what the capabilities of it were, see what it would happen if I tried to boil 2 cups of water in it with that alcohol stove. Obviously, that stove's just not going to cut it for this particular cooker. So, you just learned from my mistakes. So, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your comments and support. If you can think of, maybe there's another stove you know of that would fit this sort of setup better, I'd love to hear about it. I love hearing your comments and suggestions, especially because a lot of what I do I learn from the YouTube community. So if you know of a better way to do this than I'm doing it, please let me know. I'd love to hear about it. Otherwise, in the meantime, you can visit davidspassage.com, and hopefully I'll have some video up from my winter camp out tomorrow night. Take care. Bye.